Hi friends! Okay, so today I thought we would switch some things up. Instead of doing a makeup tutorial like we did last week, we'd go buy some products that are very, very popular in the makeup community and see how we feel, see how we like them. So I'm at Wally World and I made a list. It is 2 pages long, but we're not gonna get everything that's on the list, duh. We're just gonna get like a couple of things. I definitely want to get a brow product because I don't do my brows. I don't know how well that's gonna go, and we're definitely probably gonna get a new foundation, maybe a new concealer, I don't know, but we're definitely gonna go in there. We're gonna look at some products. We might go a little crazy, maybe, who knows, but we're gonna try and keep it, let's say, below $40. Let's try and keep it below $40, okay? Because we're broke college students, remember this. Anywho's, let's go. Okay, I'm back and I blacked out just a little bit at the Wally World. Okay. But I did not know Walmart was having such a huge clearance sale right now, and I found some really cute stuff. And like, some things were like $3, $2, and $1. I only bought one clothing item that was full price, but like, they were so cute. So I'm so sorry guys, but before I can continue this video and show you the makeup products I got, I need to fix this hair. Okay, we're looking better-ish. I don't really have the energy to mess around with my hair anymore though, so we're gonna get into the makeup portion of this video now. The first thing I got was the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Boosting Serum plus Mascara Set. Again, this was the thing that cost me $20. Okay, this is it. This mascara, I've seen many people use it, many people rave about it, how it's so amazing, and then this is their lash serum. The second thing I got, I wanted to get a new foundation because again, I'm kind of over my tinted serum. I still love her, still highly recommend her. Okay, the L'Oreal Hyaluronic Tinted Serum is the best tinted serum in my opinion. I've used her for ever, but I have been wanting an actual foundation, and the L'Oreal True Match foundation is not my favorite. I did not like it. It does very much peel on my face. I got the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer. I'm gonna drop it and break it. Anyways, I got this. I was so torn between getting this and getting the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation, which is everyone's favorite foundation. They rave about it all the freaking time about how it's the best drugstore foundation. Okay, and I really want to try it. I really, really do. But Bella Hadid uses this. Bella Hadid. Okay, so I really been wanting to try it, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go out of my way and buy a new foundation finally, I think I want to buy the Bella Hadid one. So I did buy this one. I got it in the shade 00AA Ivory. I'm really hoping this is my shade. Okay, I'm really bad about shade matching. Okay, who isn't? I really wanted to get a brow product, so the next thing I got was a brow product. Okay, again, I'm super scared about doing my brows, okay? I was looking around and I was like, I'm not spending $8 on a brow product right now. I'm not doing it. I haven't even tried to do my brows. I don't even know if I'm gonna like doing my brows. I was like, I'm not spending $8. So I bought the $4 e.l.f. brow pencil. Okay, I know there's a whole controversial going on with e.l.f. right now and the whole Matt Rife commercial and everything. I understand. However, this was the cheapest brow pencil in the entire section. Trust me, I checked. I checked every single one, and this was the cheapest. It was $4 on the dot. I got it in the shade taupe. Yeah, I think that's how you say that, taupe. And we're gonna see how it looks on me. The next thing I got was I have the e.l.f. Grippy Primer. Okay, she's okay. She's that girl, I guess. Heavy on the I guess. But I've really been wanting a pore filling primer, one that you put in your T-zone to fill up your pores, because this area tends to look a little weird for me in my makeup. I don't know. I don't really love it, especially since I've been wanting to do matte makeup lately. I really wanted a pore filling primer. Okay, and I really wanted to get the e.l.f. Putty Primer that I know everyone loves, but that one was, I think, $8? No, it was $11. I think it was $11, and I was like, I really don't want to spend $11 on a primer. And every other primer was like $11 or $12 for the pore one. And I was like, I don't want to spend $11, $12 on a freaking pore filling primer. Okay, so the one I got was this one. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in Matte Matte. It was $5.47. So, okay, the last thing I got was a concealer. Okay, hear me out. I don't like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I feel like it peels. I feel like it's way too heavy underneath my eyes. I really did like this e.l.f. Conceal Stick, but it's a bit old now, and so it's peeling really badly on my eyes and it's not sitting well. The Revolution IRL Photo Finish is really, really good. I do actually genuinely like this concealer. However, it's just too dark for me, and I haven't, you know, I haven't really grabbed at buying it again, but I feel like I would. However, I did buy the Revolution Skin Silk because I really like the IRL filter finish, and I thought this one would be really good, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. So I watched a whole bunch of freaking TikTok videos, okay? And I went with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Full Wear Concealer, okay? And I got it in the shade 325 Eggshell. I really, really hope this is my shade. I'm really going to be using it more as like an under eye brightener concealer in like my T-zone to brighten it up after putting a bunch of bronzer on my face. So, but I just really, really hope this will sit better than the rest of these because I genuinely don't like any of these concealers. Could be a me problem or it could be a them problem. Who knows? But I'm really excited to try this because I've been wanting this for a while. So, yeah. That is all the products I bought from Walmart. So the makeup products, they came out to probably a little close to $50, maybe a little bit over $50. So not bad, but you know, that's expensive. So let's see if they were worth it. Okay, skincare, skin prep is done. That's a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast. Skincare, skin prep, skincare. Now that that's done, and while that's marinating, I'm gonna go and try and go in with this and see if I can do something with it. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to brows, so we're gonna see. Okay, I'm honestly not gonna watch a video. I'm honestly just gonna wing it and hope for the best. So I know what people do is they go in and like basically fill in the like blank spots of their brows. I don't know. You know what? Let's just see what we can do. See what we can create. Oh, I didn't even like screw it up. I was basically like, I was touching my brow with just that. Anyways, let's try again. Okay, this one's darker than this one. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna go back in. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea if these even look good. If they don't tell me. I'm not loving it though. Why do they look like that? Why do they look kind of boxy? I don't know if I love this. Like that, it's very flimsy. It like turns. Like I was doing my brows and it was actively turning and like coming out more, and I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I'm a brow girly. I can maybe get behind a brow gel. Maybe we'll try that next time. Maybe pencil is just not for me. Okay, so now that that is done, we're gonna go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and the Matte Pore Primer. I'm going to put the e.l.f. Power Grip on like the outer area of my face, trying to avoid my T-zone. And then we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer that I bought and see how she works. Check that off. Perfect. Okay, so the way I see people do this, they either like, you know, put it on their face, but apparently that's unsanitary, so don't do that. Oh. Did we all just witness that? Anyways, the way I see people do this is they literally put it like in this area. This is a lot liquidier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my god, I forgot I put shit in my brows. Hopefully this does. Oh, it's thickening. It's thickening up. It's thickening up. Oh, okay. Wait, I kind of like it. Wait. I don't know if you're supposed to put it up here in your eyes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Ooh. Okay, wait. It kind of smells like cleaning products though. Like a Clorox wipe. I don't know how it I don't know if I like that. Texture wise, I kind of like really like that. That feels really nice on the skin. It feels hydrating and like it's super liquidy as it comes out, as we all saw, because it literally fell out of the freaking bottle. But it like thickens up really quick when you're like rubbing it in, and I'm not gonna lie, this but she's feeling very dry, so I really hope that doesn't affect the rest of the makeup, but we will see. Moving on though, so far I like her. Okay, the next step is obviously foundation, and we're going to be going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation Plus Concealer that we bought 2-in-1. So it's got this little pump feature. So, oh, she's thick. Okay, we did 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Let's see if that'll be good enough. Okay. Oh yeah, she's a very thick consistency. Gonna like rub that around with my fingers to kind of like, you know, blend her out before going in with a brush. So, she's a pretty thick consistency right off the bat. That's the first thing I'm, you know, noticing about this. We're gonna go in with my foundation brush. So far the shade match isn't too bad. I'm not mad at it, to be honest. So it doesn't seem to be too light, but it also really doesn't seem to be too dark. I think the shade match was actually really good. I think I did good. It's a bit crazy. A bit crazy looking, okay? But, you know, we trust the process. I'm looking a little crazy right now. It's the brows. Should we get rid of the brows? I'm gonna get rid of the brows. Okay, I tried to get rid of the brow and honestly it's stuck there, so like we really can't. Anywho's, I moved the foundation all around my face with a brush. So now we're gonna go in with the Beauty Blender. I just used the Milani Make It Last to really, you know, like moisturize this up so that it'll blend better. And we'll see how good it lays on my skin. So far, honestly, she's looking kind of nice. I don't hate it. Wow. Yeah, I don't hate it. I really don't. Oh, wait. She's definitely full coverage, and I'm not gonna lie, for a girl who is more of a skin tint type of person, this does feel like a lot on my face. Oh my god, I have an itch right here that's like driving me nuts, and I had to itch it. Okay, the foundation is all blended in, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually do kind of really like it. It is definitely a more full coverage foundation, and it is a pretty thick consistency, so to be honest, going from a skin tint to this, it does feel like a lot on my face, but it honestly doesn't feel as like cakey and thick as I thought it was gonna feel on my face. It definitely feels like, you know, I'm wearing more of a full coverage foundation, but I'm not uncomfortable, to be honest. And I think once I set my face, you know, do the rest of my skin and I set my face, it'll actually like feel really, really nice, and I'm kind of excited. It's honestly laying pretty well on my face too, and honestly I'm not mad at all, and this definitely was a really good shade match. So honestly, 5 out of 5. So far this is really, really good, but But when it comes to a foundation, you have to think about it sitting on your face for a long period of time and how it's going to look later in the day. So far, and with the rest of your makeup, because you never know, it could not work good with any of your other makeup products. You never know. But so far, I would give this a 5 out of 5 so far. It's actually really good. Okay, the next thing we're going to be going in with is our Camo Bronzer and Contour by e.l.f. and our Lumi Liquid Blush by L'Oreal as our liquid contour and our liquid blush, because I did not buy a new one. So we're just going to go in with these products real quick. It's actually looking really good. It's actually looking really good. Okay, wait. Stop. I might actually love this foundation. Hold on. Did I actually find a foundation that I like? Stop. I would be so happy. Okay, both of my cream contour and cream blush are sitting actually beautifully with this foundation. I honestly think they blended in better than with my Hyaluronic Scented Serum by L'Oreal. I think this might be a 5 out of 5. I think this might be a new favorite, but who knows? Who knows? Let's continue. So let's go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Concealer and see how well this is. It's in the shade 325 Eggshell. I'm really hoping the shade match is good. I'm really hoping. Okay, it's okay if it's a little light because it's a brightening concealer anyways. It's what I'm going to be using it for. But I'm hoping it's not too bright, you know, like spotlight on your face. But if the shade match is really good and I go for 2 for 2 on a shade match, I'm gonna have a big ass ego. Oop, sorry. Ooh, a big doe applicator. Love that. Okay. It's a little bit more yellowy and it's not as bright as I wanted it, but honestly, I'm not super mad at it because that means I could use it for like spot concealing maybe. So we're gonna let that sit for a minute. We're gonna let it marinate before we go in. So let's blend this concealer. Okay, we're gonna go back in with our Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is just gonna re-wet that concealer to be able to blend it out. We're gonna blend it in down here first. I don't hate it. Okay, not so bad, not so bad. Honestly, when it comes to my forehead and my chin, I'm not super, like, you know, about, but when we blend it underneath the eyes, that'll tell. That'll tell if this is a good concealer or if I just wasted $8. Okay, wait now. This primer, this foundation, and this concealer cannot all be good because that would mean that my luck is turning around. That's just crazy. Okay, we're gonna go in with the beauty sponge for underneath my eyes. Sometimes I go in with the brush, sometimes I go in with the beauty sponge, but I think I'm gonna go with the beauty sponge today. So we're gonna start by blending out the edges. You know, we're gonna pull this out. Girl. Stop. No. It can't all be good. It can't all be good because that would mean that this entire time I've been putting off buying these hyped up products because they're just hyped up because people are getting paid to say it, or they're just hyped up because people think they're the best but they're really not, and they have been the best this entire time, and I've been wasting my money on e.l.f. Not to say e.l.f. doesn't have some good products, but like I've been buying e.l.f. because everybody has been saying it's the best thing ever, and I haven't been listening to these other people saying that these products are worth your money. And if I would have been listening to them this entire time, I could have been eating with my makeup. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? This is gorge. This is gorge-tastic. This is gorgelicious. Okay, okay. Five out of five. 5 out of 5. Easily a 5 out of 5. The shade match was beautiful. Not too bright, not too dark. She blended like a dream. Okay, my forehead has never looked so good in its life. My under eyes, not bunching. I don't see any creasing. I don't see any peeling. I don't even see any patchiness coming from this concealer. This might be my new favorite trio. This might be the makeup trio of my dreams. And I didn't even know if it was out there until I started making these videos with you guys. So let me hold your hands when I say this. Thank you. Oh my god. Let's set this face though. So we're going to go in with my e.l.f. translucent setting powder and maybe my Airspun as well. And then we're also probably going to go in with the finishing powder by Maybelline Fit Me. So let's set this face and see how well she looks then. Okay, let's go in with the e.l.f. translucent setting powder first. For underneath my eyes, you know, we want those to be bright. Bright, 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 bright. Perfect. We don't want to set any creases. Awesome. And then we're going to take our powder puff. We're going to go in. Stop, guys. Oh my god, that looks so good. Guys, oh my god. I don't think my makeup has ever looked this good before. I genuinely am about to start tweaking out. We're going to take the translucent powder and we're going to put it everywhere that we put the concealer. So top of our forehead. Beautiful. And then our chin. I said we might go in with the Airspun, but I think we're just going to go in with the Maybelline pressed powder. So we're going to take our nice little fluffy brush. We're going to get her all up in there and we're going to just set the rest of our face. Guys, please look at my face. She looks gorgeous-tastic. This is the best my makeup has ever looked. Oh my god, I'm gonna actually start freaking out, guys. Okay, so for powder blush today, we're gonna be going in with the e.l.f. Primer Infused Matte Blush in the shade Always Cheeky. And then we're also going to be going in with our miscellaneous no-named bronzer that we got from Marshalls. Okay, we're looking a little muddy now because of this bronzer. We are definitely going to need to get a new powder bronzer because this bronzer sucks and I hate it. Anyways, let's try and fix this. Alright, now let's go in with our e.l.f. blush. Awesome, and since powder products are all done, we're going to go in with our Milani Make It Last again to really melt and infuse all of those powder products together. So now that that has dried down and our face is looking the best it has ever looked in its entire life, we need our lashes to match the rest of our face right now. So let's do our lashes. We have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Boosting Serum Plus Mascara set to do. So let's get this open. This cone head. I really don't like the shape of this bottle. Anyways, but that's just first impressions. So let's curl our lashes and then see how she does. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so far so good. She is drooping a little bit, but you know, to be expected. But the side's looking really good. I really like her. We're gonna let her dry completely, I mean, until she's crunchy before we add another layer. So I'll be back when that happens. Okay, I forgot to film putting on the second coat of mascara, but I feel like put on a little bit too much. Both of them pretty much drooped, so it doesn't look that bad in person, but on camera you really can't see it. But here here's what they look like. They're not horrible, okay, but I am used to my eyelashes sticking straight up after I do my mascara, and they're not doing that. So I don't know how much I love her. Okay, lip combo, as always, is Charlotte Tilbury in Iconic Nude and ColourPop Lip Oil in Skinny Dip. She hits every single time, okay, every single time. And makeup is all done. Guys, look at this. Guys. I think this ate. I fear my makeup has never looked this good ever. Again, this is the makeup look. I think it looks amazing. I would say I look like a 10 out of 10, a 20 out of 10. I need to go get myself somewhere and take this face out on the town, because what do you mean I look this good? You know, honestly, my boyfriend needs to get here and take me on a date, because this face needs to go out. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I hope you come back next week. I had so much fun trying out these new products, so we might do it again next week. Who knows? Next week is the beginning of October, so maybe we'll do a nice, cute little spooky look. Who knows? But come back next week to find out. Bye, y'all.